Same house, same family, same virus, but only some get cold. Because immunity is personal, not universal. Most people get around 6 colds per year, but 1 in 4 adults almost never get cold because their immune defenses are naturally stronger. So, what's the secret? Today, we will talk about the real science, how to train your immune system to fight cold like the lucky few. The most powerful thing you can do for your immune system is sleep at least 7 hours every night. Because even one night of poor sleep drops natural killer cells activity around 72%, leaving your body unprotected. Deep sleep restores NK cells, which are primary first defense immune system cells. They are natural viral killers. People sleeping under 6 hours have 4 times higher risk of catching cold compared to those who sleep more than 7 hours per night. Sleep works both ways. It protects you from infections the next day, and if you do get infection already, it strengthens your immune response. But overall, its main power is prevention. The second key factor for a stronger immune system is vitamin D. Vitamin D level should stay between 30 to 50 nanograms per milliliter for optimal defense. A standard safe daily dosage of vitamin D is 1000 to 2000 international units. That's taken with your largest meal that contains fat, since vitamin D is fat soluble. Too little vitamin D weakens immune reaction, while too much increases risk of kidney stones and hypercalcemia. Because vitamin D regulates immunity in 2 ways. It upregulates antimicrobial peptides like catechins and defensins that directly kill viruses, and it shifts T cell away from aggressive inflammation towards regulatory T cells that balance immune reactions. If your vitamin D is already normal, extra intake gives no additional benefit. But remember, almost 40% of people are deficient. So testing and correction matters. The third factor is to intake specific probiotics because they stimulate mucosal IgA antibodies, improve barrier function, and modulate T cell response. This strengthens antiviral defense. According to studies, people who use probiotics need fewer antibiotics and have shorter sick days because the immune system fights infections more effectively. Not all probiotics are equal because only certain strains are protective. For example, Lactobacillus casei and Lactobacillus rhamnosus are among most effective. In children, colds and flu last 1-2 days shorter with probiotics because they increase interferon gamma and IgA production. Probiotics start to show effect after 4 weeks of daily intake because the gut immune system needs time to adapt. If you stop, the benefit will fade within 2 months. So regular intake is crucial. When you buy probiotics, look for at least 1 to 10 billion colony-forming units per serving because this is the effective dose in studies. The best intake regimen is with meal, especially with fat, because survival through stomach acid improves. Duration should be at least 12 weeks in the winter season for prevention. But remember, many probiotics are heat sensitive and need refrigeration. And if you intake lactobacillus or bifidobacterium, check the label for shelf stable, freeze dried, or micro encapsulated. The fourth factor is vitamin C, because your white blood cells need vitamin C to kill viruses effectively. Neutrophils and lymphocytes consume large amounts of vitamin C during infections. Daily supplementation does not fully prevent colds in general population, but vitamin C clearly shortens illness. Because regular intake reduces cold duration by 8% in adults and 14% in children. Symptoms end about 1 day earlier on average. In people under heavy physical stress like soldiers or marathon runners, vitamin C cuts risk up to 50%, because stress and exhaustion rapidly deplete vitamin C stores, weakening immunity. The effective dosage is 200 to 1000 milligrams daily, because higher doses don't give stronger benefits and have higher risk of diarrhea or kidney stones. Best practice is daily intake, not waiting until you are already sick. Foods like citrus, kiwi, berries, bell peppers are rich natural sources, because natural vitamin C is absorbed well and combined with other antioxidants when you intake as a fruit. The fifth important factor is green tea, because catechins act as natural antivirals, while theanine supports immune balance. In 2020 meta-analysis shows that 20 to 30% fewer respiratory infections with catechin and theanine in green tea. To get a protective effect of green tea, you need to intake around 3 to 5 cups. If you prefer supplements, the studied regimen is 300 to 400 of standardized green tea extract per day, usually 1 to 2 capsules taken with food, ideally your largest meal, to improve absorption and protect liver. And the sixth factor is zinc, because zinc is essential for antiviral enzymes and for activation of T cells. Without zinc, immune system cell cannot multiply and kill viruses effectively. Zinc works best with started early, because if you intake it within first 24 hours of symptoms, recovery is faster and colds are milder. The proven regimen is around 75 milligrams day of elemental zinc divided into lozenges for 5 to 7 days, because this is the dosage of confirmed in clinical trials. But be careful for long-term use, because chronic high intake of zinc can block copper absorption and leading deficiency. The safe daily limit ongoing supplementation is 40 milligrams per day. Lozenges are more effective than capsules because they deliver zinc ion directly to the throat and upper airways, where cold viruses first replicate. That's why they shorten cold better and than swallowed supplements. And seventh factor is aerobic exercise, because regular movement is one of the strongest immune booster. If you exercise about 45 minutes daily, your immune system works at its best. But too little and too much training weakens defenses. A single workout session lasting more than 90 minutes already becomes less favorable. The key is moderate intensity, brisk walking, light jogging, cycling, or swimming at pace where you still can talk. Because this level of effort increases salivary IgA, your mucosal shield, and strengthens NK cell activity without pushing cortisol too high. Meta-analysis confirms this. Moderate aerobic exercise reduces risk of upper respiratory tract infections 20 to 30% compared to a sedentary lifestyle.